13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Tackle made by Montravius Adams.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Tonight, 20. Hey, lift. Hey, Haywood. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Check 43.
Out of the gun. Gone. That'll be caught by Cup. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. On the carry is Henderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They come out here in the eye.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Henderson.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to run with Henderson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darrell Henderson taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Here's Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, but after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Gold with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
We go to the 180. Strip that ball.
From the gun, here's Gone. Throw left side, complete to Cup. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
180. Stop your whining. Tie that left. 3 down.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will swell the lead to 16. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face, and analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This is caught. It's Cooks. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, let's go. Go ground.
Throwing again is gone. Open man right side is cut complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
Right 20. Hey, Shell. Watch the run. Watch the run. 91.
To the air again. Goff. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
Cut. 180. Mike 91. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Goff throwing again. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Move. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Again, Goff. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Check out tonight. Black 20. Shell. Let's go, defense.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The tackle there by John Johnson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
319. Here we go. 630.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now Goff on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To the right side, this is Henderson. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check it out,
Now it's gone. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
12. Go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And got a man. It's Woods. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run with Mack. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Dante Fowler, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Mack, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 47 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They'll try and run it here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, let's get them holes. 91 is the mark.
From the 31, Goff. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. He gets it to Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Mack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Go tonight. Like 20.
Right here. Check 50. Check 50.
Maverick. Hey, kill. Hey, exit. 91 is the mic. Yeah.
Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Get ready.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Sponge. Maverick roll. You go tight. You got tight. Protein spill. Check. Lucky. Hey, tonight.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Gone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. Incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
318.
Check 59. Watch the pass. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Watch the safety creep.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Big stop, let's go.
To throw is Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Rodgers. Setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. On second down, it's Mack, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They go right back to Mack, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 4, check 4.
Hold on. Check.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Jump out. Wide. Get wide. Back one.
Rodgers throwing here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.